So let's go ahead and try the twist tool now. I want to create something kind of resemble this, the twisted torso by Calatrava. And of course, we're not going to go into details, but you can see how the geometry can be created very easily. So let's go ahead and try that. For this, we will have the first and end sections almost the same. So first, let's go and I'm going to create a square or a rectangular form. This. And using the curve tool, I'll do that. Enter, and again, enter, enter, enter. And I deleted the mid part, and I want to edit these points slightly. So points on, points on. On. So try doing something similar to that. You can keep it in a rectangular form if you want. I would like to keep it like this to have more of an interesting form. And now just gonna this less. I think this is good enough. Select all that and type in join. Then type fillet corners, or you can go to the curve tools from here and it will be here as well. So I'll just type fillet corners, and I'll keep the radius 2, like let's try it with 2, and you can see it immediately created that like circular edges. Let's see the difference. I will keep that, I'll copy it so we can see the difference in a bit. And again, fillet corners, and let's go 3. This is more of a form, circular form. So now back to the perspective. I will copy this, Control C, Control V, and I will move one of them by, or of course you can use the copy tool, but I'm gonna type 40. So here I have the 2 of them, and so there are several ways we can do that, but I will do the more simpler form. So first I will go with select both of them, tween curves, and I'll press enter. Then select all these curves and go to from the bottom at the left side hand menu, Cascade, Deform tool, choose the twist. It will, okay, no, before doing that, I'm going to center my object. So select all of them, go to the top view, and from the Cascade, from the Align Objects, select the last one, which aligns centers. So it will automatically pick the center of your object, and we will put it on the center point because this is going to be easier when I'm picking the central element. So I'll delete the reference. I don't need it anymore. Now it's exactly on the center. Then select all of them. Go to the Cascade, Deform, and Twist. So pick on the center and go to the front view so you can, and orthogonal, so you can pick also the midpoint at 50. So this is the center, and then angle or first reference point. Back to, like, you can select your first reference point, which is a point on the curve or any. I'm just gonna go near from the object snap and start turn off the orthogonal so you can smoothly twist as you want. I am gonna twist it by around, I think this is good enough, around 90 degrees. And you can see here that it twisted every layer of them. Then you can see from this building, it does not have that step. It's just one smooth transition. So you can do that in several ways. You can just select all of them and go loft and their own same direction. You can select the type from here, but I'll just go OK. And this is it. This is the form that you need. Of course, you can select it and go cap, which will create a top and bottom structure, cap elements. You can also, if we delete that, you can select, for example, half of them, loft them, then loft the bottom, and you can have more control in the middle parts and do, like, you can scale them down slightly. And then, of course, you need to cap. And I'm going to scale this a bit. Or you can have a circular core, like a, so I'll do that. And move it. I'll use the same tool that we used before. I'm just going to extrude it in one. And you can do the same for the bottom one. So you see how this can be helpful as well. You can create, but you need to know that this is going to create a supporting structure from here. So before I go more, I'm going to show you how to do like perhaps one side that is structural, or even extruding one side and doing it as structure. So I'm just going to go back and loft the whole thing together. Yeah. So when it's together, I'm gonna type because at the moment it's polysurface, so I'm gonna explode it, which will turn it into surfaces. So when you have that, you see that this mesh, we can extrude the mesh or rebuild it. Let's just choose one of it and go to, like we did before, surface, curve, I mean. Then go curve from object, extract wireframe, and let's select all of that. Curve. and I'll go pipe. I'll do that again because it's too thick. So you might want to go 0.4, but this can be problematic for this exercise because we're going to print less than that. Because if you're printing in a larger size, the 0.3 millimeter or point is not going to be as problematic. But so I'm just going to turn this off. And you have this structure here.